is Straight Outta Jersey with JerZey JZ.
Go ahead, JerZey. You're on live.
What's up, guys? We are live here. Straight Outta Jersey with my brother George. What's going on?
What's happening, buddy? I got on quick because I knew that you wanted to give an update here as to what's going on. You have some news as regarding Gregg Valentino. Gregg, obviously a good friend of ours.
Yes, good friend of the show. Yes, very good friend.
He was my first guest, honestly, and then he came on and is doing a collaboration with you. And then things went to a halt.
Yes,
he got sick, and why don't you give them an update? There's a bunch of people coming on the chat here, so give them an update as to what's going on with Gregg as of today, and then we'll go to the announcement.
Well, as of today, Gregg is home. He is resting. He's in a little bit of pain, not as much. They have him on a lot of antibiotics. He still has to return to the hospital in 4 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, to get the gallbladder removed. They haven't done that yet because he still has stones in there. But because he developed an infection from the hospital, they gave him an infection. He had pneumonia. He had something with the coli problem, but the infection now. They treated the infection. They sent him home. He's resting, but we'll have to go back to the hospital in about 4 weeks. So that's the latest update.
Now, were you talking to Gregg at this time, or was he?
I talked to him. I actually spoke to Gregg yesterday and today.
Hey, Skip, how you doing, buddy?
He's getting better. He's got a sense of humor back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He lost a ton of weight. He said,
"I did see that."
He lost a ton of weight. He lost a ton of weight. Dave was supposed to go on RX Muscle today to pop in and say hello, but he still was very tired and didn't feel like doing it. And I told him, don't worry about going live with me Thursday. But he promised me. He said, no matter what, he's coming on Thursday to tell his story. So, stay tuned for Thursday.
That would be the big announcement. I wanted to have them have his fans understand. And if you could let them know what's going on Thursday.
So this Thursday live at 8:00, Gregg will be on my channel. He will be there telling his story, what happened, how he got in the hospital, what's going on. He's going to tell you some stories that happened to him in the hospital. But also we're going to be doing a StreamYard, and we're going to have George. You're going to put a link in there that some of these fans can actually come on and jump in, that I can control from the back end. Let you come in and speak to Gregg if you want.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, just to try this out here, I don't know. You don't have to go on if you don't want to. You don't have to be seen if you don't want to. How does that? I know how that does. Here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the comments, and if somebody wants to come on, they can do that. There it is. He will be back. Gregg Valentino will return to Straight Outta Jersey.
Correct.
And he'll be coming in on Thursday. What time Thursday?
8 p.m. on Thursday Eastern Standard Time.
So if anybody wants to comment, I'll give you an idea what to do here. Let's try to get. Yeah, Skip Mulligan has said to let's get big again. You got to do a training.
What's up, Skip? Yep. So Gregg will be on Thursday. Skip.
And what I do
here,
yeah,
I think I saw Skip on RX Muscle. I think he was in the comments chatting a little bit today. I'm pretty sure I saw him.
I didn't say. You know what? Let me tell you. They did say that it said return of Gregg, and there was no return.
Yeah, they put return of Gregg Valentino, but Gregg didn't come on the show.
So as you guys can see there in the comments there, it is it says StreamYard.com underneath. There's a Potter Brand Boxing podcast and Straight Outta Jersey. If you click on that, you can come into the stream.
Yes,
and obviously, you got to have some guidelines where you can't be screaming and hollering, carrying on. But you come in, you could talk to Gregg tomorrow. You could talk to, anybody on there. When the people are on the chat, we have no problem putting you guys on. As long as you keep it cordial, no problem. You could actually do it without your face. It'll just be your logo, whatever it is. Like Skip, it would just be a big S. And anytime you talk, it would move. So
Yes.
those things are the good features we can offer you here. I know there's been a lot of people that want to talk to Gregg, and that is something that we tried to do. We tried to do with phone calls and whatever, but I found this feature on StreamYard, and it's worked out very well for us.
Yes,
Yeah.
because all the people that donated, Gregg wants to give back.
Yeah.
He doesn't want. He said, "I'll give out more autographs. You can jump on and talk to me." We're arranging some phone calls to some people just to say hello when I'm with Gregg, to thank him, just because he knows, he doesn't deserve it, but he wants to thank those people. He doesn't like to take from anybody.
Yeah, and again, the GoFundMe page was up there. Everybody's been doing. I guess I'm out too much of a momo for the screen. No, you could get on there. Skip, you had it there. Did you hit the link? You can go on if you want. Skip, I think hit the link. Yeah, hit the link. See what happens. I'll put you on. Come on and you could talk.
Yep, if you're there,
hit
the link.
now. If you're there, hit the link. We're fine. Anything you want to ask, we're good for it. Gregg and obviously we're waiting for Thursday. I think Gregg needs to rest a few more days. He's been
Yes, he does, because when I spoke to him today, he was still, and I couldn't believe he was thinking of going on RX. He was still a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, things were happening. He has to get better. A bacteria like that, a bacterial infection like that, it can do some really big damage to you, especially when you're in that kind of shape. Your muscles are wasting away.
Yes, he almost had sepsis. And sepsis, that killed John Hassel.
Oh, killed my wife's husband. Sepsis.
Yes, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's a blanket. It's a blanket. It's like a blanket thing that the hospital use as a kind of a cover to say, hey, he had sepsis, and that's it. There's nothing we can do.
There's nothing
once
they
you
can
get
do.
that,
nothing.
No, once you get that, that's the end of the road.
Yep.
You might as well call it a career at that point. It's not good. You don't want to have sepsis. What else do you have in store, JerZey, for the next couple of days coming up?
Tomorrow, Wednesday at 8:30, I'll be doing an interview with former WWE superstar James Ellsworth.
James Ellsworth.
Yes.
If those of you who don't know who James Ellsworth is, we have a quick preview here on Straight Out of Jersey and the Zapata Brand Boxing Podcast.
Straight Out of Jersey with JerZey JZ. This man has been wrestling for over 20 years. His career has taken him through the WWE wrestling high-profile wrestlers, such as Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, and Braun Strowman for championships. Straight Out of Jersey welcomes wrestling star James Ellsworth.
The funny thing is his physique.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy.
Yeah. He's not. I'm the same height as him. He's a really nice guy.
Same height. Wait, what do you mean same height?
He's not that tall.
Say we're short. We're both short.
Yeah, both short. Yeah. So we're, like I said, he's like 5'7", 5'8". He's not.
You're not 5'8".
Yes, I am. With a good pair of shoes on.
No, listen, I'm 64 inches, just 5'4".
You're not 5'4".
That's what the doctor told me. I was
You
64.
are not 5'4".
Don't tell me. I had to get a stress test. I had to get a stress test for that.
George, you're not 5'4".
They told me. What's 64 inches? 5 foot is 60 inches. 4 foot is, so he says 64 inches. That's a true story. I said I'm 64 inches. Yep. I couldn't believe it. I've been putting 5'7", 5'8" on my license for years.
Yes. Last time I went to the doctor, they told me I was 5'7".
No.
Yep.
No, you're not. No, you can't be 5'7".
And there's no way you're 5'4".
Well, I could tell you right now, I'm 5'4". He said
you're not that.
Inches.
You're not that short, George.
No, I am. So you got James Ellsworth coming on. Anybody else coming down the line? I think you have some guys.
We got Jay Lethal, also another Jersey guy.
Move over to the camera. Why are you so off the camera? There.
That way. All right. We got James Jay Lethal. He's coming on. He's from New Jersey also. He'll be coming on. He's actually doing a wrestling show right now, but he contacted me, told me he'll be back after this weekend. He'll be back in the area, then we could do the show. So I'm just figuring out his dates. But I'll have Jay Lethal on. You know who Jay Lethal is, right?
Yeah, yeah,
He does
yeah.
a
Oh,
he does a
that's a
great
great
Macho Man
Man.
impression, and
I could
he
probably
also
get
fought.
to that.
What?
What's that? He also
He
what?
also did a great Ric Flair impersonation.
Yeah, I saw Jay Lethal it never went to the WWE, and I don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know either. He was very talented.
Yeah, I saw him on. I don't know if it's TNA or
He's
I don't know what
currently in
on.
AEW.
He's what?
He's currently in AEW right now.
Yeah, I know. Let me see real quick here. Right here. I'll go. Oops, wrong one. Green share. That is Jay Lethal.
You can't see. There he is. That's Jay Lethal right there.
It looks like the Macho Man. Is that crazy?
That's Jay Lethal.
Crazy thing? It's crazy that they have that on there.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
He has a great story when he actually talked to Macho Man once.
He did?
Yes, he did. But he thought it was a rib. He thought it was a rib because the guy at the promoter, and he told me the story many times, the promoter actually said to him, "Hey, I know Macho, I know Randy. Call him. He wants to talk to you." Mm-hmm. So he thought it was a rib. So he's like, "No, this guy is." So the promoter again said, "Hey, did you call Randy?" And he said, No, I didn't, because he thought it was a rib. So he goes, "Call him, please." So he went home, called him, and he was like, "Is this Macho Man Randy Savage?" He's like, "Uh-huh." He's like, "I'm Jay Lethal." He's like, "Uh-huh, uh-huh." That's all he heard. So he thought it was a wrestler doing another Macho Man impersonation. He hung up the phone, didn't take too much to say to him, talked to Lanny Poffo. Lanny's like, "Yeah, you talked to my brother. That was him." So it's a true story.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, Jay Lethal seems like a talented guy.
Oh, nice guy. Nicest guy, too. Really nice.
You know what I've noticed as I've been going through this, I talked to Jerry Cooney today. I talked to Kevin. Of course, Kevin Alloy's always been fantastic to me since day one. Yes. Jerry Cooney, unbelievably nice. His interview, well, it wasn't really an interview. I just want to get some of the stuff that was going on in his life. He's doing a Sirius XM channel 156 on Fight Nation. He does that. He's doing a couple other things too. So and I heard Kevin Ioli's going to be working with Jim Lampley on the PPV.com. Yeah,
maybe Jim Lampley will come on.
Well, we're trying to work on it. Actually, Kevin Ioli's best friend is real good friends with Fred Sternberg, who I've spoken to a couple times via email to get Jim Lampley on and to get a couple of things. But he is getting me a big guest coming in March. That was not confirmed, but it's close to being confirmed.
Yes. So what do you have coming up?
Not much. Well, I'll be training. I've been training the last couple of days. Sparring was supposed to be today. I had to cancel it. But the other day I did a few rounds, down right around the 205, 206 mark. But I'm not eating much. So that isn't good. So, but taking off my weight faster than I thought. I do believe we're still contracted at 189. Talked to Sean today. Everything looks good. There was a minor issue. I had to get a stress test today, I had to get it hooked up for today. I'll get it. Well, let me take that back. I had to go see the doctor to get it set up for a few weeks from now. Get the stress, get that done because the State Athletic Commission wants that paperwork that you're good to fight. Then that's what it is. I mean, then we're ready to fight. I know.
So the fight details, what time, what day, make sure we know it's a Saturday.
April 27th is a Saturday. There was an issue going around that they were trying to move these fights to 2 p.m. in the afternoon. But the head of the boxing officials was really against it. It's not good. But the other thing would be because you can't. Where are you going to? Who wants to see a boxing match at 2 in the afternoon? Boxing is like a night out. You know what I mean? It's like a night out for you and your wife or whoever. So there is going to be a lot of people there that are pretty high profile. I could tell you that. Yeah. We had who was on there? What was I going to say? Who was going to be on there? Oh, state representative was on there.
Okay.
Let's see. Mickey here. Rumors: Danny Garcia will fight Conor Benn. I fancy Garcia. I do believe that is going to happen. I think Trevante Davis has priced himself out of that fight. This is coming from Mickey. He's a regular here on our chat. I think he's priced himself out of that, and he's kind of doing that. How's King Momo doing? King Momo, guy, that would be JerZey on that one.
He's getting better, and he will be live this Thursday with me. This Thursday live, he'll be there, and he's going to tell his story. He was going to be on RX today, but he was not up to it. But he's going to save everything for Thursday live, 8 p.m. Eastern time with me on my channel.
Yes, and I'll go back to Mickey here with this Conor Benn situation. You fancy Garcia? I don't know. And the only reason why I said is Danny Garcia has been a little inactive, and Danny Garcia is on the tail end of his career, believe it or not. My opinion, I don't know. You know, I've seen Danny as an amateur coming up through Philadelphia, and good fighter then, great puncher. I think Danny Garcia has been in a lot of wars. He took a lot of time off. This might not be the best fight for him. I think Conor Benn is a bigger guy, and I believe he may be the one to finish Danny Garcia. Just my opinion. I don't. It's probably a fight that I'd like to see, and something I'd ask Kevin Iole about when I talk to him next, because that's definitely a good fight. It's a good fight, but I think Danny Garcia is on the end of his career.
What time the doors open? So for your fight,
doors will open at, I believe, 5. Only because I think the fight's going to be at 6. Not sure. It's 1 hour prior to. We normally it's at 7, but the fact that we have a lot of fights and it's supposed to be a very large crowd there, you know, we're going to have to we have to accommodate for all those people there. So for me, I think it's safe to say 5 o'clock. Doors will open. Tickets haven't gone on sale yet. Mm-hmm. But the matches have been made. I did speak to someone today. Sean is ready to go. Some of his videos are going to go up online. I think the last fight that he had, he won by a knockout. That's going to be up there. So the promos will start. So promos will start pretty soon.
Yep. There will be some celebrities on their way from Jersey there. I can tell you that there will be some people from Jersey that are celebrities coming.
Yes, they're
from my camp.
Coming from your camp, there'll be Dan Muser is always on Fox News, business news, and Fox News itself. He'll be here. My stepson works for him, so he will be here in attendance, sitting in the front row. Haven't spoken to Sharon yet about Teddy coming. I still need a name for the championship belts that we're getting, because I think we're going to do this show. It's somehow going to involve Teddy. So once we get that going, we'll have more details to drop. Right now, we're just worried about getting the show completed, and then it's a go. Sparring's been a little rough, but I think in the next couple of weeks we'll be fine.
No injuries. You're feeling good?
Well, I'm not going to say that live. That would be stupid. But as of right now, I'm going to say no injuries. I'm looking great in the gym.
Okay.
But who knows? I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? We have Michael Russo on my Facebook feed. Mike Tyson versus Fedor. I highly doubt that, Michael, and here's why. Mike Tyson doesn't need the money. Fedor may, I'm not sure, but Mike Tyson doesn't need the money, and Mike Tyson's career is now centered around his businesses. I don't think he wants to do it anymore. I think it's fun to the beginning, but I think Fedor would kind of be. I think Fedor would get beat. To be honest with you, Fedor's chin is terrible now.
Really?
You know, if you're getting knocked out by Dan Henderson, which he can punch, so don't kid yourself, he can punch. You get hit by Mike Tyson, who's faster. You got a big problem. If Fedor can't grapple, because that would be his advantage. He'd be able to grapple. No way would that would not go well for him. Holy cow, that would not go good for Fedor. I think Tyson will whoop Fedor. Yes,
you're right.
I think 100%. I think because if you can't grapple, and that's your go-to as a sambo wrestler, a sambo fighter, can't do it. If you get grabbed by Fedor, different story. But Tyson's going to hit you. You're going to get hit, and I don't think he can handle the hand speed. Fedor was not the greatest striker of all time, but if Mike Tyson hits you and you're getting knocked out by Dan Henderson, you're getting knocked out by Mike Tyson. Probably cold. probably called.
Yeah, probably.
Which isn't the best.
Yeah. When's you said Ryan Garcia was fighting too?
Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, 420 of all things.
Wow. I'm not sold on Ryan. I'm not sold on him.
No, I'm not sold. I'm not sold. The fight happens.
No.
And I talked to Kevin today. Kevin Ioli. I'm not sold on that fight happening. Ryan Garcia has a lot of issues going on. I saw a couple of interviews with him. One with a guy who Patrick Bet David has a great podcast, and he was on it, which came out of the blue because I didn't know why Ryan would have would be on that podcast, but it was a business podcast that he was on, and he just didn't look good. He didn't look good at all, not at all. And there was something going on mentally in his head, and I was like, "What the heck? What's happening?" Skip Mulligan back. There he is.
There he is.
Back in. Yes.
Hey George, I had a question here. Somebody asked me a question on before. It asked me, do you think they would change the minutes and rounds at all to make it longer and shorter?
MMA or boxing?
Yes. Both.
MMA is 5 minutes. I think that's long enough. It gives them time to establish position, throw some punches.
What about in boxing?
Boxing, no. I think boxing is going to stay at 3. It seems like a good length. I don't know why you'd want to go 5. Doesn't make much sense because then you have to go less rounds.
Yes.
Because I don't know if anybody can go 12 5-minute rounds. I mean, first of all, they're probably all on PED, so it doesn't matter. They'd probably be able to do it, but that's a long way to go, man. 5 12s, 12 5-minute rounds. That's a long way to go.
Wow.
Long way. I'm trying to see if Diz can jump on here. I sent them another text, but anyone who wants to join, could join now.
What do you think about the Joshua fight coming up?
Joshua? Well, here's the thing. I was leaning towards Ngannou.
So am I.
Initially, but then I started leaning more towards Joshua.
Why?
I don't know. I think they might figure him out. If they could figure him out, it's fine. Kevin seems to think that Joshua's going to win pretty easily, and more boxing people think. Excuse me, boxing people think that. I don't know why. Boxing people think that Joshua's going to win. MMA people think Francis is going to win.
Joshua has no chin, though.
The chin is the only thing that now he has to get it. He has to hit him on the chin.
That's true.
But that is the only thing I see that could really be a problem here. Because you got to remember, he got hit by Andy Ruiz in the top of the head here and got knocked out. If he gets hit on the chin from Ngannou, who, the thing with also the people say about Ngannou is that, oh, well, he's an MMA fighter. The guy can fight. He can straight out fight. He just can. Skip Mulligan on. I'll come on the show in the near future for sure. And I'd like to get a nice background set up in proper quality.
No problem.
Skip, that's not a problem at all. You could actually, you don't even have to show your face. You have a choice to do that. And it I forget how it does it. Yeah, I'm sure they'll give you the option there that they can do it.
Yeah.
But we'd love to have you on. And believe me, Gregg would love to hear from you guys.
Yes.
You talked to Gregg today. I know how grateful he was for everything that was going on.
Yes.
Couldn't believe
very grateful for everything. And he wants to give back. He wants to give back to all those people like Skip and everything. And, Brian Pablo, who I also talked to today, Ruben Sanchez, all these guys. He wants to give back to them.
Brian Pablo usually pops on. I don't see him here. I don't see him on.
I did speak to him a little bit earlier. It's like 10:30 in the morning over there in Australia, 11.
Oh, okay. Did he tell you how he did with his
He got the job.
Did he really? Good for him.
Brian did get the job.
Pablo. Let's see if we can get a little.
Brian Pablo did get the job, so he did get the job. So let's give him a little shout out to Brian.
Which one is this? Oh, what am I doing? Oh.
What are you doing?
Hello. I hit some button.
Whoa, hello? Okay, whoa. I was pressing all these buttons. That was stupid.
Yeah, I don't know what
Hello?
Oh, there we go. That's why I was pressing these stupid buttons. Next thing you know, I'm talking like Darth Vader here. Holy shit. Well, that was stupid. Anyway, yeah, we're definitely guys, we're gonna quickly wrap this up.
Yep.
But we want to get that announcement out there. So JerZey JZ, take over, tell them what's going on in the next couple minutes.
All right. So this Thursday, live, 8:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Gregg will return, and he's going to tell his story on my channel live, answer all of your guys' questions. And if you guys want to jump on, I'm going to put a Streamline or a link. You guys can jump in and actually talk to Gregg. So that's what's going to happen. Gregg returns this Thursday to answer all your questions and tell you the real story, what happened. Again, thank you guys all for always subscribing and, supporting us. We appreciate it.
Also, right after that on Thursday, what's coming up?
Well, that's Thursday. Wednesday,
That's
tomorrow,
Thursday,
I'm doing
Wednesday.
James Ellsworth, WWE Superstar interview, which is going to be dropping tomorrow. Well,
Straight out of Jersey with JerZey JZ. This man has been wrestling for over 20 years. His career has taken him through the WWE wrestling high-profile wrestlers such as Dean Ambrose, AJ Styles, and Braun Strowman for championships. Straight out of Jersey welcomes wrestling star James Ellsworth.
There was the promo for our guy, James Ellsworth, coming on the podcast straight out of Jersey, JerZey JZ, and hope we'll put it up after that. We have a couple more questions here. Mike Russo, I ate potatoes and apples yesterday. Intermittent fasting, very good. I use that now. I'm doing that right now. The only thing I find odd with that is it doesn't give me any energy. As I'm going into the sparring, I have zero energy to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to remember, I'm fasting for the whole day. I have no energy at all. Boxing takes a lot out of you. But that being said, we got to wrap this up. JerZey JZ. Remember, guys, coming up Thursday, 7:00, correct?
Thursday, 8:00 p.m.
Okay, we'll try it again. Thursday at 8:00. Straight out of Jersey. Like and subscribe to his channel. Like and subscribe to the Zapata Brand Boxing Podcast, both on YouTube. You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram. JerZey JZ. I will see you later. And everybody else out there, remember, like and subscribe. We'll be back on the Zapata Brand Boxing Podcast and Straight out of Jersey.